And I want to talk about the different type of portrayals um, that Black love has in media, and how is it the portrayal of Black love in media today? Is it healthy for Black love, or is it against, or is it a negative force against Black love?
I feel like it's lies a lot.
Mhm.
Like you said, it's way more negativity. Even when on social media, like on the computer, on Facebook and Instagram, like we're always against each other, and someone's putting a meme about this, and then the other sex comes back and attacks, and then it's like all the men against the women. And yeah, I just feel like that's what we do on social media.
Mhm.
And it is sad that we don't have any type of more positivity in social media and the
Mhm.
movies too. I was just thinking that too, even like getting off the subject a little bit, but not really. Even like superheroes, we don't even have like indigenous or bronze skinned superheroes, and we especially don't have any women superhero movies. Like
Mhm.
it's just their narrative.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is what it
Whatever is
is.
pushed on
Yeah,
us.
because we don't own the social media. So of
Right.
course we're not gonna put out there that positive and
And the positivity that's out there is shadow banned. You don't
yeah,
see a lot of
it
it. For
definitely
instance,
is.
this morning pissed me off. DJ Academics. We know
Hmm.
he's like a cancer to Black culture, as far as I'm
Damn.
concerned. I saw a post where he was talking about LeBron James.
Uh-huh.
And he's outing LeBron James like for cheating on his wife.
Hmm.
Now, in the Black community, LeBron and Savannah are kind of like one of the couples that we look up to because they maintain their privacy, because Savannah presents herself on the stage of decency. She ain't walking around looking like a thought that been bust down every weekend.
Mhm.
So,
Tatiana.
they're with their family, they have their kids, they're doing well. And then here comes this sorry piece of shit, you know what I'm saying, talking about Drake, and wants to pull LeBron into it, saying that Drake was facilitating women for LeBron and that he was cheating on his wife. Now, we know this is World Star or Shade Room or something.
Yeah.
This man has a whole family.
This
You
is
know what I'm saying? And so
put his
now we don't
business
know
out
what
there like
kind
that.
of issues that's going to cause within the relationship, because all we know is what the media shows us. And the fact that these
Definitely.
platforms are supposed to be our platforms, but this is the kind of rhetoric
It's
and
definitely not.
narratives that they're pushing.
Yeah.
Not the healthy shit. They want to show us Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union with their son daughter. And things like that. Like, these types of things are being shoved in our faces and forced down our throats. And so you can either turn the shit off and put the phone down, which you're probably not going to do because we're addicted.
Yeah.
Or you can what are you going to do? What's
I
the other side of that?
me when
Talk
you when
about
you
it.
Right.
the topic at hand is definitely how media affects or portrays Black love. And if you even have one eye open, you know that media is controlled to always, you know what I'm saying, bringing the negative out on whoever they want. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you're right
Right.
about that.
So I even found, and I'll share my experience, because I found myself falling, excuse me, into that same trap to where I was writing or blogging or posting or whatever the case may be, generating conversations, you know what I'm saying, that was men strong but women weak. You know what I'm saying? That's a better way to put it, or whatever the
Okay.
case may be. So, you know what I'm
Divisive.
saying? It was just, telling, more or less what women need to do, what the women need to do. And, you know what I'm saying? It was not bringing up, I was really being the divide
Mm-hmm.
into
Men are
I
better
was
than
going
women.
against myself and what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be an advocate for black love, but I wasn't being an advocate because I was looking at it one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all due to what I was feeding myself. So what I did, I changed the narrative. I unfollowed people that was just attacking the gender in our race, or whatever the case may be, and start following people who act as and stand in as glue to Black love. So
Nice.
therefore, it changed my algorithms. And not only that would change
Definitely.
Come
my
on,
algorithm,
King.
Let them
it changed
know.
my algorithms by what I put out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Teach them. That's
Because see,
key,
I
y'all.
remember 4 years ago or 3 years ago, Red
That's good.
January will get in on my post and defend the stand of the woman because I went so hard against a woman or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
And this is a teaching moment for me, and I had to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know how she'll go if you sit
Yeah.
up on this panel and you everything come out your mouth is a woman did it, a woman did it, woman did it, Tia did it, and woman did it, woman did it. You know what I'm saying? Red gonna jump in on your ass. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She gonna fight. She gonna it's gonna be lit up in here. I already know it.
Yes.
So I had to take a look at myself. What am I putting out there? What am I doing? What am I portraying? So I had to change the algorithms. And when I'm scrolling through my social media, I get 80% more
See there?
portrayal of black love is the place to be, opposed to black love is a place that wears a whole bunch of negativity.
Hey, man.
Words. I hate that. I
Yeah.
can't snap my finger no more because I got arthritis, but you know,
Oh.
I can't. It's weird, you know.
It ain't weird. You
And
just
I miss
old.
that. But y'all have to change that up because we have to understand and know what's against us. And then once we know and identify what's against us, then okay, how am I going to stop that? How am I going to defend myself against that?
Mhm.
Because I
Change
know
that.
what's in my mind or what's being fed into my mind is going to come out my mouth, Red.
And I want to highlight
And
this
actions.
moment. I want to highlight this because there were some lessons in that for me as well. Y'all, the lesson is the pivot. The lesson is
on,
the
Red.
pivot. The lesson is in self-accountability
Mm-hmm.
and pivoting once you acknowledge what you're doing that's not working for you, right? And so King Charles is a very good example of this, and he does it in the middle of our conversations. He does it like just on GP. If he has a thought and he puts his thought out, and then I come behind him and I oppose his thought, if he will acknowledge the fact that, oh, you made me think. Let me redirect. I think I'm going to change my view on that stance right now. And that's what we have to do when it comes to, when it comes to the things that we ingest, the things that we eat, the things that we consume with our eyes, the things that we consume with our ears. We have to be mindful of
And
the
things you lay down
energy,
with.
the energy that we are allowing around us, because you will start to emulate those things. It will start to change the way you view certain things. So in changing your algorithm, changing your input, it caused you to change your output. God, dog, got to be more careful.
She said something right there. She said something
Changing
right there.
your input changes your output, y'all.
And another thing that it does, it shapes the expectations too, because you know what I'm saying, all this negative influence that we're getting from social media, it literally, just like Red said, what we listen to and what we take in, that's what we're feeding ourselves. So what it does, you know, and when you finally get to or do get to a point to where you engage with somebody and you interrupting somebody's life, you know, all the stuff that you done took in to shape your expectations of that person, or how they should be, or how they should be loved, or how they should be treated. You know what I'm saying? Now you're sitting out and having a dinner with this woman or whatever the case may be because you're digging her and everything, you know, and y'all on a date and everything like that. But in the back of your mind, you're wondering if she gonna pay the bill or go half with the bill. Why is that even a thought pattern in your head at this particular time? You know what I'm saying? I will pay. I will pay to get to know if I was in that situation to where I was dating. The cost of the date to get to know somebody who could be a lifetime, have the potential to be a lifetime companion.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
And that's
It's
an
a conversation
and then y'all want to
too.
look at
That's
it.
sad.
Right. Why
Sad.
do you
Why
have
are
a
we even talking
conversation
about this?
because that is an
That's
expectation.
Yeah.
And a lot of men
And then
feel
most
like
women-
they're not paying nothing.
And then most
For
women that's
expecting
on
that.
they stick
That's
and they're
sad.
comfortable within themselves, you know
Well,
what I'm
I'll
saying?
take you to go get
After the
some coffee.
second day, she done already
What?
said, hey, I got this one, babe. You
Exactly.
She
You ain't gonna miss your blessing with
Come
your
on.
mindset, because there is
Because
a
that's
huge
how they are, so.
there's a huge demographic of men who feel like spending money on a woman who is not theirs, who's not their possession,
Are they having sex with?
or is tricking. And then they want to look at us crazy when we have the expectation. You're the man. I'm gonna stand there until you open the door. I'm going to stand there. We're going to both be looking stupid and feeling awkward until you come let me out the car.
Yeah.
And say something fly, and that'll be the last thing you get to say to me. because there's levels to this shit. You pay what you weigh. Like, you get what you pay for. And that's not a selfish thing. That's not a gold digging thing. It's a standard. And depending on how you respond to that, I'm going to know whether or not you can handle other elevated situations, because you real low vibrational if you can't come open this door for me.
Yeah, and look, Red, what I can't get is this: if in that situation, there's so many. I'm a coffee drinker. I'll smoke a cigar here and there. You know what I'm saying? I do eat. I don't drink or anything like that. So those are the type of things that I do. You know what I'm saying? So, and I invite on a date or whatever the case may be. It might be a steak dinner or whatever the case may be. If it's 5 p.m. that we're gonna go, I'm gonna be hungry around time. If I'm gonna eat, you gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it might just be a cup of coffee, because it might be somewhere around 10 a.m. It might be 2. It might be that. Or we might just, if you smoke too, or whatever the case may be, let's go have one and sit back and chop
I
it
ain't
up.
never had, well, maybe I'm fishing in the wrong pond or something,
Why?
because the dates is always dark time. If we talk, if we're even talking about going on an actual date, let's start there.
Yeah, just open up your parameters on that, because you can have some dynamite conversation over a cup of coffee, man. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Set up a date to where you guys have, whenever your lunch break or whatever, you take your lunch break at the same time and meet somewhere and have a cup of coffee or something real quick. You're going to say some stuff in those conversations, because it's not.
You're in a different frame of mind during that time of day. All of that matters. We smart over here,
Another
y'all.
thing this media does, you know what I'm saying, once we get to the point to where we're dating or whatever, black love or whatever the case may be, it creates a lot of doubt. You know what I'm saying? Because if you soaking in a whole bunch of negative stuff about black love in media, you know, it's going to come out on the other end. So therefore, anytime that you engage with somebody, you're going to think that she or he is the same thing as what I'm seeing on social media. You're going to be looking at them like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just
definitely.
you get those expectations.
Yeah.
Immediately creating doubt, sitting on the other side of a table of a person that you're out on a date with, and you really don't even know this person yet, but you're coming in with doubt. You know what I'm saying? Try to do this. This is an exercise or whatever the case may be. We talked about watching what you taking note of what you're watching in, but give a person the opportunity, the reasonable doubt, to if they sit down for the first date in front of you, give them a clean slate. Give them a clean slate. Because this person ain't done nothing to me. I don't know this person, you know what I'm saying? And this person could be a wonderful person, and I don't want to cheat myself out of that. So